It seems like we have a mountain of things we want to accomplish on a daily basis. If you write on a to-do list and calculate how much time it will take to finish all tasks, do you think you have enough time to finish them all? Most of us, the answer is no. That's why we use multitasking. But what do you think about multitasking? Draining the efficiency of your brain, boosting your speed in finishing tasks, or losing connection between tasks? Professor Daniel Weissman, majoring in cognition and cognitive neuroscience, conducted an experiment to see how our brain reacts to switching tasks quickly. The results showed that we pause when we switch tasks. This pausing happens so quickly that we think we are multitasking. But in fact, our brain is taking time to switch and reorient new tasks constantly. Another professor of neuroscience at the Picklewood Institute for Learning and Memory at MIT, Muller pointed out our brain is good at learning itself and leads us to form the habits of multitasking as we think we can. In fact, multitasking ruins productivity, causes mistakes, impacts creative thought, and loses our ability to block out distractions.
You may want to click on this to discover the process called of multitasking, or you can keep watching as we think that it is more interesting to discover multitasking for ourselves. As we think that people always fall on the habit of multitasking because of great sense of fulfillment. People are getting all tasks done at once and feel that it is incredibly efficient. Is it the truth?
So let's make an experiment to test the effectiveness of multitasking.
We have invited some volunteers to act as our subjects. What we need are timer, 2 tests, stationery, music player, and earphone. 2 simple mathematical tests are given to them and complete them without the aid of calculators. First, half of the volunteers, Group A, are doing Test A and listening to their favorite music at the same time. While the other group, Group B, without listening. After both groups finish Test A, we reverse the groups. Now, Group A is going to do Test B without their music players on. While Group B is working on the test with their music players on.
How do you manage your tasks daily? Multitasking or having a clear time management?
Multitasking.
I think multitasking the most.
For me, I think I will use multitasking to manage my tasks because I think that I can do many things at the same time and I can finish it faster.
Just because I have limited time to work, that's why I would prefer multitasking.
I have a lot of things to do. Multitasking can save my time.
Comparing with 2 tests, which test do you think you perform faster? The one with music player on or the one without the music player on?
I think without the music player on, because I feel more concentrated without listening music.
Without the music, because there will be no distraction, so I can focus more on the calculation.
From the test result, we are looking at 2 things, speed and accuracy. In terms of speed, volunteers took around 8 minutes on average when they were listening to the music, while they took 7 minutes to complete the text when they were focusing on it. In terms of accuracy, they generally achieved 75% accuracy on both Test A and Test B. In this experiment, it is proven that doing calculation while listening to the music is possible without destroying the ability to make the right answer, but has a minor effect on efficiency. You might have a question on how our brain works when we multitask.
When it comes to manage tasks, the prefrontal cortex is key. The anterior part of the brain region forms goals, and the posterior prefrontal cortex communicate to the rest of the brain so that your body will perform what you are going to do. But do you want to know something interesting? When the other task enters the mix, the brain splits the work. Activity on the left-hand side of prefrontal cortex corresponds to one task, while the right side takes over the other. That means each side of the brain worked independently, yet it limits on two tasks only. For the left hemisphere, it is dominant in language and analytic thought, such as mathematical computations, whereas the right hemisphere is responsible for artistic and creative side, such as music awareness.
I was sure you got a question in mind why the result was contradictory to the findings given by the two professors. This is because the experiments conducted by them were focusing on multitasking on the same side of the brain. Only few experiments targeted to handle one task on each side of the brain simultaneously. Hence, they generalized results and discouraged people to fall on a habit of multitasking. Yet, it might not cause any drawbacks if you multitask in a wise and smart way.